Hello, hello everyone. My name is Mohammed Levin Ba. I'm the creator of the Learn Polar Online Facebook page. So I would like to welcome you to the Polar course I'm conducting. So this is actually a reintroduction or second introduction video. I already made an introduction video some weeks or months before. I don't know. I don't remember. So but the quality of the sound was not very good. So I'm making this introduction video again to give you a better sound quality. Okay, so as I said, I'm Mohammed Lamin Ba. I'm 23. I am from Guinea, but I was born in Senegal and I live there. My mother is also Senegalese. Okay, so father Guinean and mother Senegalese. So I was also I'm studying. Uh, I'm actually doing a computer science degree at university. So I'm also a freelance web developer. I make websites for clients. And okay, so that was a little bit about me. So why I'm conducting these courses, you know, I grew up as a Fulani, like a modern Fula guy, a modern Pular guy who did not really know about his story, the story of the ancestors and everything. So when I was growing up as a child and when I started my teenage years, I was not really into. I did not really love my culture so much. I did not really get to know the importance of the Fulani language and everything. So just recently, some month ago, I started getting interested into that, and started getting reading about. I listened first to a video about the ancestors, those who created Fota Jalong, and those who created the Islamic State back in 17 something. I read about those stories. I was really happy and proud to be Pular. Okay, so I'm really teaching you, but I'm learning. It's been like a redemption for me. Because it first started when start. I first my first gig on Fiverr. Fiverr.com. I don't know if you guys know that website. It's a very famous website. So my first gig on Fiverr.com, I said, what can I do? Okay, I know some WordPress design, some website, but what can I do really? Okay, and I told myself, so okay, I can also speak 4, 5, 6 languages, 5 languages. So maybe I should teach a language. So what language? Should I teach French? Maybe, should I do some French translation or whatever? What can I really do? So then I decided, why not teach my own language? Okay, my mother tongue. Why not teach it? So, and I first try to look for African language on Fiverr, and I just saw one African language being taught on Fiverr. I said, wow. So why not teach my mother tongue? So I'm proud and honored to be the first Pular to teach on Fiverr.com, one of the world's most visited websites, one of the 500 most visited websites in the whole world. So I'm really honored and proud to do that. Okay, so let's jump into what we're going to use for what I'm going to use to teach you. Okay, I'm going to use this book. Okay, Medowari Pular. Okay, it was written by a guy who I really admire. I had the chance to chat with him briefly on Facebook. Okay, so he's a guy actually who was volunteering in Guinea back in I don't remember which year, but long time ago. So he was volunteering there, and he wrote the book with another local guy there. So he and this book is really the best book I've ever seen teaching an African language, to be honest. It's you see it middle polar, it's a competence based book. Every chapter teach you a competence, teach you something, teach you, like, it's like a Lego, like a Lego game. Every block is meaningful, and that's what I really like about this book. Every chapter gives you practical tools to speak. It's not some theory, some crazy theories. It gives you practical tools. Okay, funny pictures. Okay, funny pictures, very funny pictures, dialogues, vocabulary, Facebook's grammar, exercises. It's really a great job. So that guy, his name is Mr. Herbert. I forgot the last name. Crazy, sorry, Mr. 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 Herb Cohill. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but it's that. I had the chance to talk with him on Facebook. I asked him the permission to use the book, to teach it. He said it's fine. He said I can use it everywhere I want. He actually advised me, and he gave me real advice. And it's a guy I really appreciate. He's actually also a web developer. I don't know how he transitioned in his life from being a volunteer for the Peace Corps to being a language teacher. I don't know, to being a technical person. It really showcases how smart that person is actually, and I really admire him for that. Okay, so this is the book we're going to use. So the contents, introduction, competencies. We have 9 competencies. Okay, 9. Greetings is the first chapter. It will teach you basically everything about greetings in Fulani. Introductions, okay, how to introduce yourself. Uh, Family matters, family, who is who, how to say grandpa, how to say, how to say cousin, how to say those basic things, how to say sister, older sister, okay, little sister, how to say, sorry, how to say basic, how to say places, things, food, body, shopping. I'm really excited to jump into that. Shopping, travel and directions, okay, daily activities. Okay, so, and after that, we're gonna have some text, okay, 4 texts, 4, text that we're gonna study. And then we have the reference table. So the book, I will provide the link for you to download the book. It's free, free to download, and it's completely legitimate to download the okay. So again, okay, I'm gonna post these videos on Facebook for now. Okay, I plan to make a website, a really amazing website where you can, you know, where you can read the book, do the quizzes, and get a certificate of completion. But right now, I'm so busy working on projects, and I'm so busy about my health, which is not very good. That you're gonna wait for that. But for now, I'm just gonna post the videos on Facebook. Okay, post the videos on Facebook. Okay, so let's jump into the introduction. Okay, Pulaar is the Atlantic branch of the Niger-Congo language. All the languages in the Atlantic branch are Wolof. Okay, Wolof is a language from Senegal, spoken in Senegal. I speak it. Serer is another language. Konyagi, I don't know. It's another language, but I don't know it. And all these languages. So Fula is in the same branch of languages as these languages. Okay. But Fulani is a big family of languages. But here in this course, okay, in this series of videos, I'm just going to focus on my mother tongue, the dialect known as Pulaar, spoken in Fouta Djallon in Guinea. Okay, so in modern day Guinea. Okay, that's the dialect I'm going to focus. But if you if you if you master this dialect, you can speak with other people too. You can speak with the Fulanis who live in Senegal. You can also speak with the Fulanis who live in Burkina, Mali, those countries, and all the other countries in Africa. So, so if you master this dialect, you will. There are some basic differences, but you can get along with people very well. You can speak to them and communicate with them very well. So, okay, so Fulani is a big family of language. and it's actually spoken all over Africa, all over West Africa. You know, Senegal, Guinea, Mali, Burkina, Cameroon, you know, Nigeria, all those countries, they have some Pulaar tribes there. Okay, Fulani are nomad, are moving people. Okay, it's the biggest, according to Wikipedia, it is the biggest nomadic group on earth. The biggest nomadic group on earth. Okay, so okay, so I will let you after you read all these beautiful stories and everything. Okay, okay, so okay, they say also here it is a useful language in West Africa not only because it has relatives in so many different countries, but also because the Fulbe Futa are everywhere, and this is true. The Fulbe are everywhere, everywhere. Okay, everywhere. As a result of large immigration movements over the last 56 years, every West African capital has a colony of Fulbe traders, merchants. You know, most importantly in Senegal, you will find a lot of Fulbe traders there, merchants there. I'm myself a son of a Fulbe trader. Today there are over 2.5 million speakers of the Futa Jalon dialect out of around 40 million and everything. Okay, so I will let you will read of that. Okay, a brief history of the Futa Jalon Fulbe. Okay, so here is the funny part. You may hear a lot of stories about the origin of the Fulbe. A lot of stories. Some people say they come from Ethiopia. Some people say they come from, oh my God, they come from Australia. How on earth, I mean, how on earth can we come from Australia? I mean, Australia is in the Pacific, is in the, how? I just, oh my God, I just cannot understand that. Okay, some other people say that they are the lost tribe of Israel and so on. There are several causes for this speculation. The French wondered about their light skin. Okay, so the French who colonized Africa, they wondered why we have this light skin compared to the other Africans who have a little blacker skin. Okay, so they wondered. So they say these guys they don't come from there. Okay, and their language seemed unrelated to any of the surrounding languages. Okay, add to this the fact that there are credible historical sightings of the Fulbe as far east as Libya and Egypt. So that's true. This part is true. The Fulbe has been seen at a certain point of history in North Africa, and also even in Syria. In Syria, modern day Syria, like in what is called in Arabic the Sham, it's comprised Iraq, Syria, those kind of countries. The Fulbe has been seen there in one point of story, in one point of history. So that one is true. Australia, I don't really see the correlation or the link and the possibility of that thing. Okay, and the Fulbes themselves like the idea that they are somehow mischievous. So that's also true. I'm a fool now, but yeah, Fulbe like to speak like they are, you know, mysterious. Sometimes there are some radicals that think that they are superior to the other tribes. Okay, so that's some radicals do it. I have to admit it. Okay, so now as for the word, Fulbe can they are known also as the Pul. Okay, Pul is actually a Wolof word, or the Fula. It's a Hausa word. Fulbe is what they call themselves. Fulbe now is what we call ourselves. Fulbe is the plural of Pullo. Pullo is the singular. Fulbe is the plural. Okay. So after that, I will let you with all these things also. Something important to be known also is at a certain point of history in the 16th century, the Fulbe is created a very strong Islamic kingdom, okay, that lasted until the 19th century. Okay, a very powerful Islamic uh, kingdom. So the history of the Fulbe is very linked with Islam. You cannot take Islam out of the Fulbe tradition, out of the Fulbe way of life, out of the Fulbe way of thinking. So it's really how we are. Even in Fulani, a lot of words come from Arabic. A lot of words talking about faith, talking about religion, spirituality come from Arabic because it have been a mix. It's really linked now. It's very difficult for you to take Fulbe and Islam. It's impossible. It's impossible. Okay, and after you can read this, how they did the jihad against the. So this is all history, and I don't want to enter into bias and everything for you to say like I'm taking parts. Okay, I will just let you read about this and all these things. But it is absolutely important that you read this. You'll understand. You'll understand a lot of things, and it is amazing. It is amazing the story of the Fulbe, the story of the Islamic empire or kingdom that they created. Okay, so I hope you read all this. Okay, so here the book also has have a left margin that shows sometimes some ancient wisdom or some keywords or some cultural notes. So it is very important that you don't forget this left margin. Okay. Okay, so here, for example, here in ancient wisdom, we see that we have something called a tyndal. It's a proverb, okay, or pithy saying. I don't know what this means. So English is my third language, so I don't know what pithy means. We featured a few of our favorites more or less at random throughout the chapters, okay? So keywords also and cultural notes, okay? Because no language exists in a vacuum, okay? It is impossible to understand Pulaar without understanding the culture of the Fulbe. It is impossible. Okay, now how to use this book? This book was written to complement and support an intensive 3-month training for Peace Corps. Okay, it is primarily intended to be used alongside daily classes and etc. 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 Oh my god. Allah, oh my god. Sorry guys. Okay. So, okay, the book is divided into two parts, as I said before, 9 competence-based chapters based on cartoon dialogues, which can be covered in 3 months of training. Okay, 4 chapters based on text, intended for independent study. Okay, and everything. Okay, so here how to use the book, read the dialogues, review the ground points, work on the exercises. That's how you do it. Okay, so you can use this book. I'm just here as a helping tool. Okay, you can use this book in your own. It will be fine. But I'm just here to help for the pronunciation and everything. So download the book, read the dialogues, work on it, and you will progress. In 3 months, you will be speaking it. You will be speaking it and holding a meaningful conversation with locals when you travel to Guinea or I don't know whatever. Okay, so you can do it. But I'm just here to help for the pronunciation to guide you. Okay. Okay. Here, this is important. Working with an informant. An informant is somebody like me. If you hire someone to help you learn Pulaar, you should not think of them as your teacher or tutor. Very few Fulbe have ever needed to think about how Pulaar grammar works. And this was the most difficult part. I was teaching a guy actually from Germany. So this was a very smart guy who asked a lot of questions. So he used to ask me questions. I never used to think about those questions. It was, oh my God. And I never, yeah, we don't think about grammar or structure. Okay, so very few people they have ever needed to think about how Pulaar grammar works or have been trained to teach Pulaar as a second language. If they are educated, look, this is interesting. If they are educated, they may try to shoehorn Pulaar into French grammatical structures. Okay, so this is also true. Okay, we think when we want to translate Fulani, think of it in French first. Okay, in French. Okay. You should think of this person as an informant, a natural source of authentic Pulaar speech. This book should be able to answer your grammatical questions, okay? So your informant is there to provide you spontaneous spoken language to learn from and to help you build your vocabulary. Okay, so I'm here just for that. The grammar, all the structure is in this book. I'm here just to speak, talk, yeah, okay, give you authentic speech. Okay, here also an advice, use a tape recorder to record yourself, okay, and everything. I hope you do it. You can actually record yourself and send me some videos or share your videos on YouTube, and I will review them for you. Okay, you can do it. You can record yourself on YouTube and send me and send me the link to the videos. Okay, don't start from French. Don't ask how do you say this in Pulaar. This forces your informant to group for a Pulaar equivalent to a French word. Okay, so this is also true. I'm sorry about that. Dedicate a lot of time to learn the language. Okay, this is about mixing Pulaar and French. Okay, so this is also true. Pulaar borrows promiscuously from other languages. This is true. This dialect does so more than others. For obvious reasons, most religious and legal terminology comes from Arabic. That's true. You cannot separate. It's in it. It's in it. We cannot do anything. And huge amounts of French vocabulary have made their way into everyday conversation. There are also words from English, words from Portuguese, words from Malenke, words from Susu, words from Wolof and others. Okay, so it's there. Every learner of Pulaar will need to strike a balance between using French words when appropriate and speaking as pure a Pulaar as possible. Okay, so I'm going to speak Pulaar as much as I can. But sometimes I will use a French word or a foreign word because I cannot find the appropriate word in Fulani. I just can't. Okay, so here he will give, for example, an equivalent. Okay, if a French word is more widely used and understood than the Pulaar equivalent, then it makes more sense to use the borrowed term. For instance, foulère. Foulère comes from the French word fleur. It is more widely used to say flower than pindi. Pindi is a corrective Pulaar word to say flower, pindi. And it makes little sense to make words in Pulaar when there is already a French word being used. Okay? So that's also the case. So here now, these are books if you want to go. I mean, if you're, I don't know, if you are an academic and you're really interested in learning languages, and, instead of playing video games or whatever, like me. So just, use these books. There are also books like Teaching Grammar of Pulaar. People took the time, to write dictionaries and everything. It's amazing how amazing people are outside this world doing amazing jobs. Yeah, and other people are just playing video games or watching soap operas. Oh my God. Okay, so other Pulaar resources. So read all these guys, all this stuff. Okay. Any question you might have, just write it on the comments. I'm online every time. Okay, I work online as a freelance web developer, so I'm online every time. Drop me a comment, write your comment on Facebook. You can send me an email, you can whatever, okay, and contact me, whatever. Sometimes also, if you need some help on Skype or whatever, I can also help you sometimes. But this I don't promise you because I due to the time 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 difference between us. I live in Malaysia, so right now it's 8 a.m. in the morning. So it's UTC plus 8, GMT plus 8. So but if I can help you, I can even help you. I can help you, no problem for that. I can help you for 30 minutes, 25 minutes to talk with you and try to chat with you. I can do it for free. Okay. So yeah, okay. So these are the guys who wrote the book. Mr. Herbert Codil. Okay, his email address here, and Mr. Usman Jallo. Okay, Mr. Usman Jallo, my cousin Usman Jallo. All the Jallos are the cousins of the Bars. Okay, so they wrote it in 2000. Okay, so if you can write to the author, I don't know, to ask him questions, you can do it also. Okay, so this is the end of the first video. So share, comment, I don't know, do whatever you want. Okay, but just be consistent. Okay, see you next time. Happy learning.